Hello, collective. You can see my hands a little better. This is the second video I'm shooting today on Monday, October the 17th. I hope everyone is doing well. And I say that because, whew, from the time we wake up in the morning until we close our eyes, we can receive an onslaught of negative energy. And so I wanted to talk a little bit on how one might be able to transmute negative energy throughout the day so you don't become tired. And one way that you can transmute negative energies is removing yourself from environments that don't serve your highest good, and also putting up pretty strong boundaries. And once you put up strong boundaries and people break them, I encourage you very strongly, whatever the earth title that person may have, your sister, your brother, your mother, you can cut clear ties until they decide to respect your boundaries. Now, that being said, if this is your first time clicking on this channel, thank you, thank you, thank you to all the newbies and all the lovely returning persons. I thank you as well. This is the DAE, the Divine Alchemy Empress. Again, thank you for being here. I happen to love tea mugs or mugs, and you will get to see my expensive collection. This is my. I wanted something a little witchy, and this is what I purchased, and yeah, and she has melanin. You know what? You'll hear me talk about prejudice and racial identity and incidents and such. You know, I love going to the library and the bookstore and going to the children's section and reading books that have when I was long story short, when I was growing up, I could not find books. There were very few books, one maybe, that had little girls that look like me. And so I am gleeful to read books with and also I love the books with girls that have their natural hair. And so this lovely lady here, I guess this full moon, she has her pumpkins, fall season. She's happy, she's vibing, and I like her tights. She's all busty like me. I love it. She's happy like me. My hair doesn't look like that. It doesn't matter, but it's just full of life. Excuse me. I will take a sip. Oh, the enemy is trying to shut me down. I think not. Um, Getting back to it, how we're going to have some shorter days. It's going to get darker sooner than later, and we need to ask ourselves: are we affected by the shortened seasons? Are we affected? Um, are we affected by the changing of the seasons? Um, it doesn't affect me that much. I don't know if the fact that you know, I'm tapped in, I transmute energy very quickly, that might be part of it. But I do have certain practices that I include with my fall slash more so in the winter time. I don't use light therapy. Of course, feel free to do whatever you like. How do I stay as upbeat as I can in the winter months? I drink a lot of tea. I like to watch a lot of videos on social that are pretty silly, usually animal videos. Um, um, I take up a new hobby, so let's go outside of our comfort zones this winter. And and try a new hobby. Um, I am going to take up a class. I haven't decided which class I will share with you in case you want to also try a new crafting or whatever. I'm leaning towards kickboxing. I might take a kickboxing class. Um, I also might. Uh, no, I almost said knitting, and then my brain said, "You will not do such a thing." Kickboxing. I might take a yoga class. I had avoided um, group activities even pre-COVID because I don't know. I just want to say this. Our body, I believe in body positivity, but at the same time, if you're taking a exercise or a stretching class, please wear underwear. You have to wear underwear with your yoga pants, especially you men. Ew. Come on, guys. Let's step it up. And also, please wash your genitals before yoga class, and put on clean pants and clean underwear before the class, please. Um. Yeah. So maybe yoga, maybe a kickboxing class, maybe a boxing class. I don't know. Just I haven't yoga I've done, but more of a not the hot yoga because that sounds that that just seems like no. But there's a new type of yoga I've been reading about, and there's some classes that have become available in my area, and so I might look into that. I also might take a food prep class. I consider myself a pretty good a chef. However, we can always improve on our skill sets, and so I might do that as well. Um, um, yeah, yeah. I might even take a class on herbology. I find that really interesting. So I don't know, maybe I'll take a kombucha making class or in person. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Or maybe soap making or something like that. I don't want lye-based soaps. And I also don't want to focus on glycerin and castile soaps. So that's what I have in my queue for the winter months. Um, like I said, I'm not that much affected by, um, it getting dark at 4 o'clock. Um, but I do like to make sure that my hair is moisturized. I just got a steamer, and can I tell you, I have steamed my hair before, not formally with a machine, but I got myself a steamer, and I also put some honey on my face. So I clean my face, put some honey on. I put a old um, t-shirt around my shoulders. Put some, after I wash my hair, like they suggested, I put in a deep conditioner. And the 20 minutes go by so quickly. I like a twofer, so my skin gets steamed, my hair gets steamed. And also in the winter months, if you tend to run on the cold side, um, steaming is great. It'll warm you up pretty quickly. And also in the winter months, I like to prepare food in the oven because that keeps the house warm as well. Um, so yeah, those are my suggestions of what I typically do and what I plan to do. Um, a lot of meditation, a lot of self care. There's this new, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna get, I think they're pretty economical. These are my natural nails. I might let them grow out until maybe 2 more inches, and then after that, they just get in the way, and I won't have that. But there's, we can do our nails at home now. Get out. And so maybe I can learn to file them evenly and and do that. Oh yeah, that's much better. Ooh-wee. So always plan ahead. Always take care of how we say take care of the inner child. Well, take care of your future self as well. If you tend to get sad during, I don't know, I know someone told me years ago that they really hate Valentine's Day, and I don't consider it a holiday at all. But I will always receive cash, um, gifts or flowers or dinner or a romantic evening. I will take all of those. Um, but I was surprised. I'm like, okay, I mean, it's not a real thing. Mainly because she wasn't in a connection at the time, but we're always in a connection with self. And I know she told me that's cheesy. That's what women who are single say. And again, she showed her claws, and I asked her to retract her claws. And she was seeing life differently. She was quite bitter. I didn't realize at the time, I'm grabbing another sip, that she was in a Five of Pentacles mentality, and she still is in that Five of Pentacles mentality. That person got that job because she's thinner than me. Um, her baby is hitting milestones because they have more money, or she's of a different ethnic group from me, and so she's getting better opportunities. No, they're simply not in a Five of Pentacles mentality, which is a lack mentality, and you manifest what you believe. If you believe that you're a loving, kind person who's deserving of love and healthy connections, I'm not saying every person you meet will fit that bill, but you would more than the universe will send you more of what you truly ask for and believe in. And so, does it mean that you won't have heartbreak? No. Does that mean that won't enter into a contract or a connection with a person and you end it? You should end it. If it's not healthy and strong, you end it. I mean, that's why we clip our ends and we have haircuts, because you have to get rid of the dead weight. So I think people don't always understand. Not every connection is meant to last forever. That connection possibly is to teach you a lesson, to close a karmic circle again, close the karmic cycle, and move on to next. Now there are several programs. Now I used to have a cat. I loved my cat. My cat was like, oh my gosh, I love my cat. This is quite a few years ago. My cat is no longer with us, and I really have only had one other pet since then, and I really don't want to commit to having pets, but there are several programs where you can foster. I believe you can be a foster parent for pets. And for those of us that don't want to commit to being full time pet owners, you do have the opportunity then. Go ahead and search now and find out, what's the requirements and, needed to become a foster pet parent during the winter months. Um, you might maybe take care of a pet if somebody's deployed, or well, that might be longer than you want to commit to, but there's circumstances where maybe somebody's traveling overseas for a month and they just need somebody caring to take care of a pet. There are a lot of ways that we can connect with animals. Those of us that are animal lovers, and we may not have the space in our homes at this time, or in our hearts, to become full-time pet owners. And that's going to lead into this card deck. I recently picked up this card deck. It's called Archangel Animal Oracle Cards. If you are new to spirituality, welcome, 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 welcome. You know, we're all here to learn from each other and to give each other love and encouragement. Not tear each other down or be in competition with each other. I realized that I have animal spirit guides, and I was really surprised by that. And let's pull. Let's pull. That wasn't the prettiest. That wasn't the prettiest shuffle. It doesn't have to be, does it? We're not putting on ears. There we go. Okay, thank you. Spirit, I'll take 3 cards, please. Let's see for the collective and myself. I am part of the collective. Let's pull 3 cards, please. I'll take 3. I'll only take what flips over. There we go. Thank you. All right, I'll take 1 more. Thank you so much. These cards are quite new, and they're kind of slick. Oh, well, the Spirit gave us 4. All right, look at that. We have the hedgehog, the hyena. Hedgehog says, be a magnet for light, love, and joy. And this is represented by Archangel Gabriel. And then the hyena. I've never pulled this one before, but I have pulled a hedgehog. Hyena, dare to be different. Well, that's me and you, collective. And this is Archangel Jophiel. And one of the reasons I love these cards, I don't know all the Orishas, but I am a lot more familiar with the Orishas and even the different deities from the Eastern tradition and African tradition. And then we also have the parrot and the panda, Papa. So the parrot says, listen intently to understand, and that's Archangel Bopi. And then the panda says, stay balanced and in your essence. And that's Archangels Mary, Jophiel, and Sandalphon. Again, I'm not that familiar with all of the archangels. Again, if you're new to spirituality, most tarot decks and most oracle decks come with a lovely booklet. If you're interested in purchasing these, I wanted to show you. It's by Diana Cooper. I'm not that familiar with her work, but these are lovely cards, the energy that comes through. This is the guidebook, and again, these are by Diana Cooper. Oh yeah, if you're new to spirituality, when you purchase a deck of cards, oracle or tarot, it usually comes with a guidebook. And I remember that there was a at first I was like, I don't need a book, but I purchased these a Native American tarot deck, and it just wasn't resonating. And so I thought, what are we going to do? And then I read the guidebook, and it clicked. I'm also going to pull from another deck. These are the Cosmic Dancer Oracle. I used to get rid of the boxes, but I saved them now. And I'm so glad now that I have my channel, I can give full recognition to the authors and the illustrators. These are by Sedona Sedona Soulfire and Tess Whitehurst. Oh, and it's illustrated by Eleanor Eaton. And these are the co-authors of this deck. These are beautifully illustrated. The energy is absolutely spirit. Thank you. I will take 3 cards as well. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. The messages are beautiful. So we have clear the vessel. We have offer and stretch and expand. Now, I don't know where you are on your spiritual journey, but I do watch collective reads like so on the on social, and there's some of my favorite readers. I won't say their names because I don't want anybody to send them negative energy, but I know if you saw my previous video that talked about divine counterparts coming into union, not only that, but I know members of my soul tribe are coming. We're vibing on the 5-day and above. And, so we talked about letting go, right? We see the hands, man. We see the hands. We have to let go of what doesn't serve us. It could be upbringing, our community. It could be as simple as, you know what? Going to sleep an hour earlier is better for my vessel. Drinking water instead of coffee is better for my vessel. Oh, or that extra cup of coffee because listen, coffee is Elvita, right? So clear your vessel not just the body but also our mind. And I love the hair and I love the crown and I love the dress. I love it all. I love it. I really do love it. Beautifully illustrated. The offer. You see, it's coming from above. We're getting downloads. Okay, we're connecting with the all. We're our spiritual team. We're connecting with them, and our head is slightly bowed because we're honored to connect with the all. We are grateful. We practice gratitude, and by doing so, what did we get? Look at her! Look at her, man! Look at her, looking like she's a spiritual high diver, stretch and expand. We talked about, our comfort zone. It's try something new. I know I didn't like quinoa when I first started eating it. And I actually saw a video, and I would recommend this to others. The Middle Eastern way of making quinoa in a double steamer, I highly recommend because it opens the grain and you get more flavor that way. Yeah, just boiling quinoa in water, no offense. That's what we knew. And I happened upon a video and it was it was a game changer, okay? I don't know if she was from Morocco. I'm not sure where she's from. I don't know the name of the lady. This is years and years and years ago. But I've used that method ever since, and I have not been disappointed. So, it doesn't have to be a cold, harsh winter. We can definitely find some tasks and some hobbies that will entertain us and enrich us. This is called, the tea that I'm sipping on is called Throat Care. It has thyme in it, some peppermint, some cinnamon in there. My throat is fine. I'm actually excellent. Thanks for asking. But I like it. It's good for my tummy, and I'm honoring my vessel with a liquid that takes care of my carriage. I am now going to pull. I'm going to do a quick tarot read for the collective. These are mini cards. This is the African tarot. They're these small cards, and I love them. I love the illustration. Yes, I absolutely love the illustration. And speaking of that, welcome to my channel. All are welcomed here. Your sexual orientation, your religious orientation does not matter. I just ask you not to thumb down, excuse me, thumbs down any of my videos or anyone else's video on YouTube. If you don't like their content, please just click off of the video. But please energetically share energy with me by giving this video a thumbs up. If you're going to comment, please be respectful and kind. That's what I ask of you. But please comment below if you plan to, take any new classes or knitting or swimming or over the winter months. It might inspire somebody else because we're all here to learn and to share from one another. I did a quick energy pull, so we see eight of Cups and Page of Wands. Somebody walked away and somebody wants to talk, but their back's turned. I'm like, dude, go away. I don't. And again, in tarot, gender is fluid. It doesn't matter. So there's a Queen of Swords that has her. She stole something. She might be the one that wants to talk to one of us about what does she want to talk about? Oh, because she's going to jail. Eight of Swords. Yeah, she wants to talk. Maybe they really do want to confess before they go off to the, to a place where they won't have freedoms, right? Yeah, because they wouldn't walk away from the sorcery. They wouldn't stop that moon magic, right? And Spirit forced them to walk away, and now they're the wounded warrior, and they're broke, and they're still stingy and greedy, and still doing that darn magic, still being very fiery and saying mean things to people, and that's calling in more justice. Yeah, there you go. All right, so let's shuffle really quickly. Oh, yeah, somebody's under judgment. Somebody in the collective, and I include myself here. Somebody is receiving karma for actions that they've done. I hope you can see the cards. When I look at the video again, this is a second video in my new setup, so if I need to do things differently, I will. Yeah, somebody is under judgment, and they're wounded because they try to intercept someone's gifts, right? Yep. And they fully realize that you are an earth angel. You are who you say you are. You are one of the 144. You are truly an angel. Now, let me interject about race. So a lot of people will think that, she is a black woman, and she couldn't be an angel. They thought the person who had a lighter hue and does a lot of these Botox injections and has a lot of BBLs and nonsense. And I say nonsense because a BBL is that there are too many beautiful women that are dying from surgery that is elective. I'm like, dude, you're doing a BBL for a man that cheats on you, that's probably on the down low? Like, come on. That's silly. I mean, if you want to get your girls in formation, I am not the one to tell you no. But do it for you. Listen, if I ever go under the knife, you understand, and I do anything on this vessel that God gave me, it's because I want to, not because I think it's going to keep my partner, or I will, no. Let's just stop that nonsense. She does it because she wants to. And that's why an empress needs an emperor and not a little boy, because he would understand that. So somebody betrayed you. They did a lot of sneaky, deceptive nonsense. Betrayed us, and now they want to come in. There's still a page. Yuck. A page is a scrub of, and we don't do scrubs, okay? That's a scrub of tarot. And everything. Knight of Pentacles, Temperance, and Knight of Cups. So everything, divine called judgment on them. And they got hit with that big stick and they are wounded. So they're like, how am I going to get out? I mean, our ancestors are on their posteriors and they're like how am I going to get out of this? I'm broke. I'm homeless. I'm this. I'm that. I'm losing everything. I'm being arrested. It's called Kurma, aka that's what you get, aka stop the tomfoolery. So they're like, let me come in. I mean, all they can offer is that dirty fish that they probably stole. More karma on their way to you. But you're blocked from the divine anyway. Can't find her, Carmen Sandiego. Can't find her. Right. So they think if normally, not in the upright, this is slow. They think if they come into you and they only confess to a few of their sins, that you as a temperance angel will be able to, and they love bomb you. Let's see what's on the bottom. That you'll be able to block, the karma, keep it off of them. Divine, no. Why would I ever get in the way of your karma? Then I too. How selfish! You perpetrated crimes against someone, and now you want them to help you out of it. Is that not in? Why are these? No, I'm not going to take these because I don't remember. Is that not insanity? It is. Oh my goodness. Now let me tell you something. I happen to be a high priestess, but this person, this is what we called a distorted. This is a person that would hex you in a minute. They have a short temper. They have an ego the size of. This is pretty much like, and it's going to be, again, in tarot, gender is fluid, but I'm feeling a female energy, and so this person is like a female Thanos. Again, they have to hold on to everything. They're at the Four of Pentacles. Yes, the Four of Pentacles. They want to come in quickly. They still want to hide what they did. They want to hide that they're in the Tower. I hope you can see these cards. They're blocked off from their Wheel of Fortune. We have a King of Cups. We have a King of Pentacles. I believe this is the same person. Ten of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Okay, so you have two suitors on the way, my dear. You have a King of Cups. I believe the King of Cups is a King of Pentacles. And they want to, they see you as they see us as wish fulfillment, and they want to come in. And that is what this whack job was trying. Again, I mentioned in my previous video, you cannot stop God's will. So the queen, this distorted high priestess is the Queen of Swords. She's crying over spilled milk. Nobody gives a rat's ass. She feels that you are not a divine counterpart, my dear. If in order for you to be a distorted high priestess, you have to serve the underworld, and you cannot get God's blessing, which is a divine counterpart, which is a twin, when you serve the underworld. So you are not a twin. You will never be a twin. So you will be sorry for all eternity. So all right, they have see that 3, they have a they want, so now they want to talk to you because they thought they were going to win something or gain something that was never theirs in the first place, but yet their sword is up, right? And they're coming in to lie. They want to walk away from a contract they have with the underworld because they weren't able to sacrifice us. And they got to pay up to those deities they like to petition to, those demons. So they want to come in fiery and hot. I love you now. I want to treat you so good. I want to, Knight of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Yes, I want to work on us. Maybe this is a man. I don't know. I want to work on us. I want to treat you right. Okay. But you said, no, thank you. You put an end. You learned your we learned our karmic lessons. We put an end to that contract. Ooh, ooh, finish. And now you're single and abundant. You're like, ooh, ooh wee. Ooh wee, ooh wee. And all they can do is overdrink and overindulge and act the fool and spy on you. Not only spy, this is not just spying. This they're still trying to cause conflict. This is when at all costs. This is a distorted ego crazy person. And then they wonder why they're the four of the four of maybe there are the four of wands. They wonder why they always come up short at the four of. Look at this, because you're always winning at all costs, and you're always creating conflict, and then you come up short, and then you have burdens, and then you get mad, and you speak very unfavorably to people, and then when you can't try to bend someone's will, you're like, they're going to do what I want to do because I'm going to use my cauldron. Right? And then so you work in a coven. You and your coven try to stop these star seeds. Really? Look at this. The star seed and the sun. Are you serious? Are you serious? This Queen of Wands, went around telling everybody see this? Infinity, she's energy harvesting. Look at all this stuff. Energy harvesting, binding people. It's not real. I'm the Hierophant. I'm the High Priestess. Blah, blah, blah. She's Queen of Wands. And, not every Queen of Wands, sells cat for a living, but this one does. Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. Love for sale. Baby, let us climb the stairs. If you got a cash up, you can taste my wares. I said, love for sale. And her whole family, they sell cat. They sell ass. They sell wang. Woo-wee. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, and they do anything for the money. Ooh, we do anything for the gram and the money. Ooh, that's dangerous. These are some dangerous, sick people. They do anything. Page of Pentacles, Fool, and the World. They would do anything for $1. Yes, if you're gonna look at this, the World, Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Six of Pentacles, they would do anything for money. Oh, I'm so scared. And so they sold a lot of body parts, and they were flinging them left and right, and they're still at the five because, well, they're being punished for what they did against this divine couple, attempting to smite and to curse them, but they're at a Five of Pentacles mentality, so they're never going to succeed, and they're going to jail. They broke some physical laws. They certainly broke spiritual laws, and they put in all that work. They're stuck. They're backstabbed. So this is a male energy. There are two energies here. I thought so. There's a King of Wands and a Queen of Cups. They backstabbed each other. There are no honor among thieves. They walked away from each other. They're fighting amongst each other because they are convinced that they're going to get, this is all for money. What these people wouldn't do for money, I won't even go there. But there's justice for this Empress because she stood in her power. And I'm speaking about me, and I hope I'm speaking about y'all too. And so God is rewarding her. She's having forward movement. She's being victorious and celebrated. And I will end it after these three cards here. We may not see this because we've energetically, we've pulled our energy away, but these group of scoundrels that stole from you or energy harvest, whatever they're trying to do, and block your divine union, now they're fighting amongst each other. You're still going into union. You're on a new timeline, and they are sick. They are sick that you are having that cute emperor that, you know, and this is why that's why they're being judged, because they send death spells. They said, I'd rather her be dead than for her to get an emperor who happens to be a king of pentacles, a responsible, loving family man. They cast a lot of illusions, you know, this king of swords, and they're heartbroken that none of it was successful, and it will never be, because what does the Green Lantern say? In darkest day, in brightest night, honor something I can't remember, but you know, truth will always win. Truth will always win. I will leave it on that note. Um, look into some winter activities. Don't feel that you have to be stuck in the house and only go to work or go to church on the weekends. Incorporate joy and laughter, and great food into your lives. Oh, one of the things that I do before I wrap it up, one of the things that I've incorporated for quite a number of years is every month, like next month might be Middle Eastern month. I rotate. I learn how to make pita bread from scratch. It's really not that hard, because I'm sorry, the pita bread in stores are they're not as tasty, and they're getting kind of pricey because Middle Eastern food's taking off, right? It's pretty easy to do. I made it by hand. I made about 15 per batch, depending on the size. I certainly know how to make hummus. It's pretty easy. I don't go crazy with it. I usually start mine with canned chickpeas. I boil them and I take off that little outer whatever. I don't. You can keep it, but I don't like it in there. And then yeah, you have a nice healthy snack, and you appreciate the work and effort. So I've had, of course, African night, Caribbean night. I've had Middle Eastern month, where I try a new recipe every month. And I also like to learn about the culture of the region, as well. I learned quite a bit about, I think I learned about Lebanon and Syria, and certainly Turkey. Um, so yeah, the world is here for us to partake and enjoy. I will leave it there. Don't forget, the love is the highest and most powerful vibration on the planet. Love yourself and each other. Be good. Take care. Well,